Miss Kelly Diedring is here. She is one of our home and kitchen experts, and she is here to give us a look at the most clever idea. What about taking a lunchbox, if you will, that is now a portable oven? Being able to take a dish that you may have had last night and you wanted to take leftovers to work for lunch, but it needed to be heated. The great thing about this is it will not only heat it throughout the day, but you can't overcook it. You are looking at our HotLogic Mini Personal Portable Oven. It comes in a couple of different colors. We've got pink, green, and orange remaining. It's $39.95, it's on sale. It's on 4 credit card payments of $99.99. Here's what it comes with. It comes with the nylon case, so you choose pink, green, or orange, and it comes along with the mini portable oven that we're gonna be showing you. It's a customer pick.
Huge customer pick.
You only have 600 left because you sold out the rest.
I know, we've only got the 3 colors, but they're great colors.
Yeah, oh, they're pretty.
We've got great colors left.
So how does it...
This is, to me, it's one of those, why didn't I think of that? You know what I mean? It's, you know, it looks like your regular, traditional, you know, really high-end lunchbox. So it's insulated on both sides, but here's the magic. When you take it out, you have a convection heat plate, and this is what's cooking your food. And this actually removes, so you can use this at home and for parties, for dips to keep them melty and, you know, warm. And then all you do is wipe it clean, but you can't overcook it. And I think that's one of the most important things, because you don't want to use the microwave, because a lot of us don't care for microwaves. But if you'll read the reviews, it's not just that people don't like the way that microwave tastes, food tastes. People have dirty microwaves at work, and they're sick and tired of using it. I don't know whose responsibility it is to clean the work microwave. It's probably a shared responsibility, and everybody doesn't do it. I don't know. But nobody wants to use it. Nobody wants to wait in line for the break room microwave. You can cook anywhere there's an electric outlet. So all you need is a plug. And this could be anywhere. Let's say like it's on a construction job site, or flight attendants take these in their hotel rooms or on the airplanes. My cousin is a kindergarten teacher, and she said this changed her life because they literally get 15 minutes to eat. So when she gets to work, rather than spending 5 minutes to reheat her frozen meal, she plugs it in, it cooks until lunchtime, and then she's ready to eat a hot meal, and she has the full 15, 20 minutes to eat.
That's wonderful.
And you can eat healthy again. So you're gonna save money, you're gonna eat healthier, no more fast food. This happens to be one of those bags of the frozen veggies with the pasta. You can put it in frozen, pop the lid on. It has a double zipper, so it's really nice and high end. And then give that an hour or so, and you're done. No microwaves, cook anywhere.
I tell you what, I think that's really the solution here. I remember before I worked at HSN, I had an office job.
Yes.
And it was a very demanding job, and I could barely go out to eat lunch. I mean, you just
didn't have time.
You didn't have time. If you were gonna do that job and do that job well, you needed to be able to eat through your lunch and work at the same time. And I love the point that you made. Not every office is set up where you have access to a microwave, and oftentimes it's not clean.
Or there's a line for it.
Or there's a line, and so this gives you complete control, complete freedom. You have everything that you need. The only thing you have to do is provide the food. And I'm touching this. It doesn't burn you, but it's really nice and warm.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
This is wonderful.
Think of it like a slow cooker, because it's not gonna overcook your food, just like a slow cooker is not gonna overcook your food. This happens to be a omelet that we did overnight. It doesn't take overnight, but if you just like say you were sleeping, this was an idea one of the reviewers gave to us, and he cooked this overnight. I just created it. It's just scrambled eggs and all your favorite toppings. And then when he woke up, you know, and he was on a work trip in a hotel room, rather than paying $17 for a 2-egg omelet at the hotel, you can have your own hot, fresh food. It's a different kind of lifestyle now. Now everywhere you go, you have a mini personal oven, a mini portable way to eat healthy, to save money on the go. All you have to do is stop by a grocery store. If you're traveling, grab it, and you're cooking in your hotel room in your HotLogic. And think of it like this. Plug it in several hours in advance. Even if you don't know the dish doesn't need several hours, you can't overcook it. So for me here at HSN, I was telling you I use it a lot in my green room. Even though we have a state-of-the-art kitchen, it's full. There's always people in it. I'm not gonna ask people to move around so I can make my frozen meal. I put it in when I get here. Let's say I get here at 9. At 1, I'm ready. If at 2, I'm ready. If at 3, I'm ready to eat. It's hot and not overcooked. It's also not rubbery. You can even cook from raw. I mean, I know people that really just want a very, you know, hearty homemade meal, and they're putting in a chicken breast with some, you know, with some soup or some rice, some veg, and you can cook from raw.
So I can get up in the morning, put a chicken breast in the inside, Obviously, it's going to take a couple of hours for it to cook, but by the time I get home, if I'm working an 8-hour day,
just like your slow cooker,
dinner should be served. Isn't that really brilliant? A lot of you have husbands or partners where they get home at a different time. If you have children and you come home, you cook dinner, but when they come home a little bit later, you want to clean the kitchen and put everything away, but you want them to come home to a nice hot meal. What a perfect solution for you. You know, so think about all the ways that this would aid you in your life. I can tell you almost 1,800 were ordered earlier. And to start the show, we only have the final 600. We have pretty colors like pink, orange, and green. But it's a brilliant idea. It's really smart, even for potluck. Yeah. How many times do you go to a book club or to a church event or a little social and you make the best artichoke dip in the world?
You gotta keep it hot.
You gotta keep it hot. What do you do?
Look at that.
So this gives you a way to be able to keep whatever dish it is nice and warm. So I mentioned to you the colors. Orange will be the first choice to sell out. So if you'd like to have that, what a wonderful, thoughtful gift to give to someone. We have it with free shipping. Enjoy the flex pay on it. But if you love to have something like this, I would not wait because we do anticipate most of the quantity will be gone.
This is that spinach dip you were talking about. By the way, anything with a flat bottom can go in here. Anything. I mean, it could be plastic, aluminum, glass, anything with a flat bottom. So, I mean, at the end of the day, you can see I've got my ooey gooey melty spinach dip. That could be my cheese dip. Marlo's going for the beautiful pot roast.
It looks so good.
Grandma's pot roast you can do. That's a great example of meal prep. You can take your baggies every, Sunday and make 5 of them for the week, Monday through Friday, and bring them to work frozen, pop them inside, a glass or a plastic dish that has a flat bottom, and you're eating now your prepped meals. This is just a meal that comes, in the frozen section. This is one of those that you can buy pre-prepared. I like to buy the organic ones. Some of you are doing certain weight point counting or, certain brand ones. You can pop this in here from frozen. It can go right out of the freezer into your HotLogic. And I like that actually when you close it, it keeps the odors in. I brought a frozen thing of Brussels sprouts, not even thinking. I love Brussels sprouts, and it had the butter on it. And I put it in my green room, and I thought the moment I walked upstairs, I was terrified. The whole upstairs of HSN was gonna smell of Brussels sprouts, and people were gonna be looking at me funny. I couldn't even smell it in my own green room.
That's
right?
awesome.
Because it's insulated. So everybody at work doesn't know that you're making, a Chinese meal, frozen meal.
I am telling you, any place that you have to wait for a long period of time, I'm just thinking, the one time a year I usually get called for jury duty and that sort of thing. Well, wherever it is that you might be waiting for a long period of time, and 9 times out of 10, there's going to be an outlet someplace.
Always.
And all you have to do is plug this in. And I am telling you, truckers, this would be great for truckers.
Read the reviews. We've got a few reviews from truckers, and the one gentleman said it changed his life. And now he's eating healthy again because they have an electric outlet in their trucks. You can also purchase a car adapter. Any traditional car adapter that plugs into your car lighter will actually plug right into this.
So nice.
So anywhere, at flight attendants, there's several reviews on hsn.com from flight attendants because, think about eating airplane food 300 days a year.
No thanks.
Even though once or twice it's okay, think about flight attendants, those poor things. They don't want to do that. So now they can bring their hot sub from the grocery store and a beautiful organic soup if that's what they choose. Look, flat bottom, anything with a flat bottom. You can even see we've just got a covered hot sandwich, whether it's a meatball sub or a Philly cheesesteak.
Brilliant.
Don't you wish you thought of it?
And here's the other thing. I'm going to say this to you. I've seen this presented before. This is the first time I presented it. It's so much better in person than it looks on television. And one of the things that I know that you mentioned it, but notice that Kelly is using all sorts of different dishes. So
anything.
The plastic, the glass. It just
the aluminum, the cardboard, the paperboard.
Anything.
Yeah, any of these.
So you think about the freedom. As long as it's flat. She even just put a sandwich right on top of it. It just needs to be flat. So you will use this more than you ever imagined. All 3 colors still remain. If you'd like to have it, I'm telling you, it's wonderful and it's nice and warm. Great to even bring a gift to somebody, bring somebody dinner or lunch and just leave it for them. They can keep it warm. Remember, one of the nice things about this, you can't overheat it. It can't overcook the foods. So they can literally keep it on all day long.
I mean, 8 hours, 9 hours. If you forget about it, come back to it. Lunch, your meeting went long. We reheated our grilled cheese sandwich. We reheated some tomato soup in there. We just covered it with, tin foil. You could even, I like this idea. idea. This is me a lot with the reheating of the pizza.
That's a good one.
It's the worst to do it in the microwave.
No, it's true.
It makes pizza yucky and sad, not when you do it in your HotLogic. This is an example just to show you, we get ideas from you guys. So you guys are really cooking in this. You've taken, you know, either frozen or fresh chicken breast, and this was just an example of a review that we got. This is just a cream of mushroom or cream of chicken soup, right? And a little bit of broth. You can add in some white rice or brown rice or wild rice, and then some vegetables. Now, granted, this will take a couple hours, but you plug this in at 9 o'clock in the morning, by 1 o'clock or noon, you have the most beautiful, fresh, homemade meal that you can't believe you cooked at your cubicle or wherever it is that you sit in your office space or, you know, in the conference room or wherever you find an electric outlet, my friends. I want to find the funnest place people are cooking, you know what I mean?
Right, but I also think about those who are dieting, who are especially on a restricted diet. It can be so easy, especially if you forget lunch or something like that. So tempting to go out and spend the extra money.
Exactly.
With this, it's going to be
we just did.
Cost saving. It's convenient for you. I mean, you literally just, wherever you are, you just plug it in. That's it. And you don't have to worry about it. Is it going to overcook? Will it undercook? Will it smell up the room that you're in?
Look at our leftovers. You can get these divided containers absolutely everywhere. This is our leftovers. We have our meatballs, our spaghetti, even our garlic bread. All right. And we even did dessert down here.
And as we do that, we want to wrap up our presentation. If you'd like to order, go ahead and give us a call. I will keep you updated. We just have a few hundred remaining, but Kelly's going to